Hi, I'm Giselle with the Thriving Mama Blog, and today I was going to talk to you about my Big Berkey filter. The Big Berkey is a water filter that we have had for several years. I started researching water filters, I think when I was pregnant with my first, and narrowed it down to this one after a lot of research. There are some other really amazing water filters that you can get that are whole house systems that will filter your water for your entire house. There's also ones you can attach to like your kitchen sink that are reverse osmosis, which look incredible. But they range in the multiple $1,000 range. And the other downside of those type of filters is they are reliant on power, on electricity. The Big Berkey is freestanding. It would work in an emergency situation, which the prepper in me kind of likes that. You could even like take it camping and run creek water through it, and it would be perfectly safe. That's one of the big reasons I chose the Big Berkey was price range. Also, it filters out more icky bad stuff than most any other filter I came across. It filters out chlorine, pesticides. It also does bacteria and viruses, all the bad stuff, lead, arsenic. And then there's additional filters you can buy that will filter out the fluoride out of your drinking water. Like if you live in the city or in town and they put fluoride in the water and you are someone that does not want fluoride in your water, you can take that out. So there are very few filters that will take fluoride out. It's almost impossible to find a filter that will do that. Your typical filters don't take fluoride out unless it's a reverse osmosis or a distillation process of some sort. Well, that was a big thing about the Big Berkey, why I decided to go with that one, because I do not want fluoride in my water. And then another thing is just how cheap it was long term. It comes down to like 0.06 cents per gallon over time. And the filters in here, I've replaced them twice, and once was because my 4-year-old knocked the whole thing off the counter and broke the filters. It's super easy to clean. This top part comes off. You put the water in the top, you just dump the water in there. Yeah, so the top comes off like this. These are the fluoride filters on the bottom, and then the charcoal filters, the black filters, are in the top part. So you can take it apart, clean out the bottom, and then you can unscrew the filter. You just clean them off with one of those green Scott Bright pads. I have been extremely happy with this filter. I'm really grateful I got it. Another thing you can do a dye test. You can actually test the filter and see if it's still working optimally. It should come out completely clear in the bottom. So it's just got this little nozzle here where the water comes out. And when it kind of gets low, you can just tip it, where we usually end up tipping it just a little bit to get the last bit of the water out. Those cons, toddlers and little ones really like it. They like to lift this up and get water all over the floor. I end up just turning it around so my little ones can't reach the lever. I got the 2-gallon, which is the biggest one. We go through a lot of water and I don't like having to refill it constantly. We usually refill it a few times a day, maybe even 3 or 4 times a day. But there's 5 of us and we drink a lot of water for cooking as well. The downside of this is that it's just a bit too tall to fit on my kitchen counter under the top cabinets. If I had gotten the smaller size down, I think I would have been able to slide it right under my kitchen cabinets. It might be something to keep in mind if you are needing to keep it on the counter. You might want to go down a size. I will put the link to the exact Big Berkey water filter that I have down below. And I also wrote a blog post about this, and I go into a lot more detail and go over some facts, some frequently asked questions as well. I will also post a link to that down below, and I hope you check it out. Comment, let me know if you have any questions or if you need help figuring out where to get the best Berkey or set it up. Hit subscribe. Thank you so much.